Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Wispin here, and welcome back to another video here on the Central Network. If you guys have been following this series, you'll know in the last episode we actually managed to get ourselves a Mimikyu, which I currently actually have in the daycare breeding. So we are getting eggs. However, I noticed when I went to go start breeding, it would have been a lot easier if I just had a Ditto, and we could have started the whole process off without having to go out and find any other Pokemon. And so I know I said in the last video that we were going to focus primarily on breeding our Mimikyu as well as finding other Pokemon to take on the Battle Tower. However, we're going to put that on hold until the next episode, and in this episode, we are going to go ahead and get ourselves as many Dittos as we possibly can. Now, that very well may just be one Ditto, but I'm going to do my best to see how many we can actually get. And there's actually 3 different ways that I know of to actually get Dittos in the game. Now, the number one way, which is probably the most guaranteed way, but also the most difficult, is through the cloning machine. So when you go to clone a Mew in a cloning machine, there's a pretty high chance that it will actually give you a Ditto rather than the Mewtwo that you most likely want. So that is probably the easiest way to guarantee a Ditto, is to just use a cloning machine with a Mew. However, that does require you to have a Mew that has never been cloned before, and in that case, you're better off getting a Mewtwo anyways. You don't really want the Ditto, so that's not really the best way, but it is a way. We are not going to be doing that because I don't just have a bunch of Mews laying around. Now, the good thing is there is multiple other ways to actually get a Ditto. Number one is going to be by catching random wild Pokemon. So there's a whole list of random Pokemon that if you catch them, the wild Pokemon, they actually have a chance of turning into a Ditto upon being caught. So there is a whole long list of Pokemon that can do this, but Pidgey, Rattata, Ghastly, Zubat, Mankey, Yanma, Hoot, Sentret, Zigzagoon, Gulpin, Whismur, Taillow, Remoraid, and Starly are all in that list. I think those are the only Pokemon that can by default, unless the configuration files of the server are changed. Central has the default settings for that. So those list of Pokemon have a 1 in... I don't actually know. Like a 1 in... I believe it's like a 1 in 8,000 or something chance to turn into a Ditto. So while that randomly can happen, and you can just happen to get a Ditto from catching those Pokemon, it's not really the best route for guaranteeing yourself a Ditto in any set amount of time. And the final way, probably the way that we're going to go for today, is through the Meltan Pokemon. So if you guys don't know, Meltan was added to Pixelmon recently, and it has a special way of actually being obtained. So by smelting ores, I believe iron, gold, bauxite, and silicone ores are the ones that are included. There is a 1 in 8,192 chance for a Meltan to spawn. So it's still pretty rare. You have to smelt quite a few stacks of ores in order to even get a chance at having one of these spawn. But the cool thing is there is a 60% chance that upon catching that Meltan, it will become a Ditto. So what that means is there's actually a higher chance to get a Ditto from this system than there is to get the actual Meltan. So while if you're going for Meltan, that's not so great. If you're going for Dittos, that actually could be really useful. I've never tried this before, but I figured we might as well go ahead, place a bunch of furnaces down, collect ourselves a bunch of ore, let it all smelt, and just see what happens. So before we get any further into this video, first, I want to say I'm sorry if there's any like construction, loud noises in the background. There's a lot of construction going on like right outside my window, so it might get picked up, it might not. I'm not entirely sure. I personally can't hear it when I play back the video, but occasionally there will be a loud knock. Shouldn't be too annoying, but I figured I'd point that out in case you do hear anything. With that being said, there is also a 50% off sale going on right now on the Central Network. If you want to take part in that, go over to buy.pokecentral.org. Check out all the offerings we have. I highly recommend getting Legend rank here on the server. I believe it is $25 right now due to the sale. It gives you access to /fly, which is an incredibly useful command to have when you're going around, when you're trying to build, when you're flying around looking for Pokemon. It's actually amazing. I really love this command. Probably the most worthwhile rank on the server. And for all of you that have not actually even played Pixelmon before or don't have the latest version installed, if you need any help with that, there are links down in the description to a tutorial on how to install Pixelmon. My server, which I highly recommend you check out, is pokecentral.org. That's the IP. We do have a Technic mod pack that should make everything super easy, just a few clicks to install. And you should come check it out. Come join me on my server. It's pretty fun. We're doing cool stuff on here all the time, and it's definitely worthwhile to come check it out. All right, so enough of all that. You might have noticed I had a Poke editor in my inventory. That was actually for players' Pokemon. Still an owner on the server. Still have to deal with that stuff sometimes, but we got some stuff sorted out. So I'm back into survival mode. I'm ready to go, and we are going to start our little journey of collecting ore. So in order to do this, we are going to either need to go mining or we are going to need to recruit some players here on the server to sell us some ore. And I think the latter will probably be a little bit more efficient. So the plan is to head on home, P-Warp. And I think what we're going to do is actually set up a shop here that purchases the 4 different types of ores that I mentioned: iron, gold, bauxite, and silicone. And we're going to offer pretty reasonable prices, pretty decent prices. And then we'll also go ahead and start mining our own ore. So we'll have like the double efficiency going on there. People can sell us their ore, or get it, or we can that was not funny, or we can go mining and get it ourselves. So we'll have both of those options there, and we'll do them both at the same time so that we can get the maximum efficiency out of the system. And then once we have, I guess, 8,192. Let me actually figure out how many stacks of ore that is. That seems like a lot. Wow, okay. That is 128 stacks of ore. That is a lot more than I thought. So to put that into perspective, about 2.5 double chests. That is insane. 2.5 double chests completely full of just ore in order to have a decent chance at getting a single Meltan to spawn. Wow, okay. I don't think I thought this through. That means we're probably going to need about maybe 128, 64 to 128 of the furnaces in order to make it a pretty decent system, because even a stack of ore takes a pretty long time to smelt. Not crazy, but still a reasonable amount of time. So we're going to need a lot of furnaces. Unfortunately, we cannot just straight up buy ore from the shop. We can buy the iron ingots, the gold ingots, but we can't buy the ore itself, which is what we need. So we need to definitely set up some shops. All right, so we have all of our shops set up. Now, we don't actually have these signs linked up yet because we actually need to collect 8 of each ore in order to even open the shop. So I don't think we have any stored away in our chests. So I'm going to check really quick, and if we don't, then that means we are actually going to have to go mining straight away. It looks like we do have the bauxite, we do have the gold, and we do have the iron, but we don't have any of the what is it, silicon. So we'll have to go mining for that. Oh, I need the gold as well. But that's fine. We can set up the other ones, and then we'll come back and set up these. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna bring these all with me instead of just a little bit, just so we can kind of kickstart our little adventure into buying up thousands and thousands of ores with a few stacks of our own. All right, so a quick little reminder on how to set up your own chest shops. I guess we might as well do that. You put the amount that you want to sell in a single click into the chest. So we'll put 8 of each into these 3 chests. And then you first click the chest to link that, and then you click the sign to link that. And that should... And then as you can see, that actually linked up our gold chest. So now if we click here, it will sell all the gold we have until we run out. But if we take it out and we sell it, there you go. So that is working. And then to set up the single one, you put 1 ore in, and then you link that up as well. And then you just repeat for all the signs you want to set up. And then we just move our P-Warp over, doing P-Warp set, and we open it up, make sure everybody can come visit. And then we put in chat, P-Warp, buying ores, gold, iron, and bauxite. I'll leave out silicone for now, just because the sign isn't set up yet. We'll have to go mining and try to find some, but that'll work. Hopefully people come, and hopefully people sell us their ores. I don't know. It's an okay deal. You get slightly better prices than if you were to sell the iron, gold, and bauxite ingots in the shop, and you don't even have to smelt them. So I guess it's a pretty good deal. But we'll see how people take it, because we need a lot. So we might have to raise our prices to get people to actually start selling. And we'll throw a little please help in there just to make people maybe actually come help us out. We need all the help we can get. Honestly, that is a lot of stacks of ore that we need to collect. All right, so who knows if people will actually come sell us ores, but while we are waiting on that to happen, I'm going to go ahead and RTP out into the wilderness, and we're going to find a mine, start mining for ourselves, because we really need all the help we can get. And if I'm just sitting there collecting ores that people are selling to me, I don't think we're actually going to get enough. So I'm going to start mining. I'll try to find a cave, and we'll just work on just getting as many ores as we can. I mean, we need over 8,000, over 100 stacks of ore. It's a little bit crazy. We're probably going to go bankrupt buying it all. So while this might take a long time to do, if you actually use the Thunderstone armor and you get an efficiency 5 pickaxe, it's actually not too bad. You can insta-mine any block other than the actual ore itself. So it makes it really easy to find, especially these common ores like bauxite and iron, because you can just do this and just run along. Oh, and here we have a cave that makes it actually even easier. And I did actually manage to find enough silicon. We can go back to the shops and link this up as well so that we can get all types of ores. Do that. Did that work? Yep, that worked. Oh, and the server restarted. I didn't see that coming because I had my chat turned off. Great. So somehow we did manage to actually lose. I think we maybe dropped it on the floor. 8 of our 11 silicon. Luckily, the sign did link up beforehand, so we don't need to actually go mine more. Wonder if /back, and we lost our /back, so we aren't able to get back into that cave. That is a little bit unfortunate. I guess that's what I get for playing with my chat turned off. Probably shouldn't do that. I mean, we do have quite a bit. Don't know how that iron ore got in there. We do have quite a bit of ores already. We just started saving up. And hopefully we can get a lot more. He's actually selling us silicon. That's great. Hopefully we can get a lot more in the next hour or so, because that'll be super helpful if we can fill up all 4 of those chests. Hey, we found diamonds. Well, we don't really need diamonds, but my coordinates are right there on the screen. If anybody wants to come grab these, -8201, -5855, and then Y15. I'm going to leave those there for you guys. If you want to come find them. They might be on all the servers. I know this is silver. They will most likely be there on the other servers unless somebody's already mined them. But, I mean, hey, if you need some diamonds, you might as well come check it out. Totally worth traversing the entire world to try and find just a few diamonds. I mean, we can check how many are here. Actually, I think it's a full 8. Yeah. I mean, 8 ore. You fortune 3 that, you get yourself like 20 diamonds. I don't know if the math adds up on that, but I mean, hey, pretty good stuff. I've pretty much only been mining the gold, iron, and bauxite, a little bit of silicon, but mainly the other 3. So there's still a bunch of like rubies and redstone and lapis and firestone shards and all that stuff around here too. So our inventory is pretty close to full. I'm going to warp on home, and I'm probably going to come back to this cave. I don't think I've cleared it out, but we're going to clear out our inventory, make some space, see how much ore we actually already have at this point in time, because it seems like we have quite a bit, but I feel like we're not anywhere close to the 128 stacks that we're going to need. All right, so if we check out gold, oh, wow, that's actually a pretty good amount. We paid a pretty penny for all that gold. We're paying 60 per ore, so that's a lot of money there. Wow, even more iron. Okay, kind of expected that. We almost filled up our entire iron chest so far, and then bauxite, please be a lot. That's not bad. And then silicone, yeah, not a lot of silicone. But in total, that's actually not too bad. I was expecting a lot less. Still nowhere near what we need to guarantee, well, not even guarantee, but to have a pretty good chance at getting at least 1 Meltan to spawn. It's still not even like half of what we need, because we need 2.5 double chests. So just, yeah, this is maybe, This is maybe 1 double chest? Maybe? Probably about 1. But that is insane. Okay, we need a lot more. So we're actually going to use our old home base in order to put all the furnaces in. There's a lot of space here. To be exact, there's 5 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's exactly, I believe that would be 50 slots here for chests. So 56 if we get those, and then we can just place a few around. I don't know. I think we're going to go with 64 furnaces just to make things nice and clean on the numbers. We have plenty of, let me do craft. We have plenty of the cobblestone to actually make all 64 of these furnaces, so we just need to place them down, fill them up with coal. That's going to be pretty expensive. And then we should be good to go. And kill this ghastly because it is right in the way, of course. Wait, hello? There we go. I mean, our Umbreon really doesn't have that many good moves. I should probably change that. But let's see, are we going to be able to fill up this whole wall? We should be able to fill up the wall and then some. So this is going to be a fun process. Just putting all the ores in the furnaces is going to take absolutely ages. We should have like 8 left over. Yep, okay. And then we'll just put 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. So this is our wall. We need to fill up every single one of these. So that is 64 stacks of blocks. That's only half what we need to have a pretty good chance. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take the ore that we have now, and I'm going to see how many stacks we have. If we have at least 64, I'm just going to do that now because we might as well kick off the process and let people continue selling to us while we wait on the smelting to occur. I don't know if we'll get one. Hopefully we do. But, I mean, even with 64 stacks of ore, it's still like a 50-50 shot. All right, so this is what we have so far. It's not quite, I believe 1 full double chest would be 54 slots. So we need an extra 10 on the side, so we'll have to put down another chest. Did not mean to break that. And then we'll have to finish filling this up, and then we'll have 64. And then we can just go for it. You know, we might as well just go for it. I'm going to put the coal in first, so it's all ready to go. Actually, you know what? Let's put the ores in first, and then we'll put the coal in afterwards, so we can actually get all these furnaces completely filled up. Now, the great thing about this is even though we are spending a lot of money to buy these ores from players, once we actually smelt these down, we don't lose the ore. So we can always go ahead, resell it, and we'll still probably lose some money, but we won't lose as much money as if we didn't sell it. So we should be able to pretty much break even or only lose a little bit. And hopefully if we get a Meltan, it will make it all worthwhile. All right, well, I collected up enough iron to fill up all these. Of course, we have some gold, some bauxite, some silicone as well. We have a little bit left over, and there's probably some more up in the shops as well, but I think they're all full. It's a little bit hard to know if I missed one, but we'll definitely know once I start putting this coal in. So the great thing about this whole system is we only need 8 stacks of coal. I was expecting it to be a lot worse. That's not bad at all. We need 8 coal per furnace to smelt the entire stack of ore. So it should be fine. We should be good to go here. And we should use up every last piece of this coal as long as everything goes as planned. Now, before we do this, I want to actually go ahead and grab myself one of our Master Balls. Actually, I'm going to grab 3 Master Balls and some Ultra Balls just because I want to be able to catch whatever spawns. So there's a chance that we get a Meltan, and there's a chance that we actually end up getting a Ditto, which is our goal. But I won't be too mad if we get a Meltan. I'll settle for a Meltan. Worst case. Hopefully we get something though, because like I said, this is still only, even with all of these completely full in smelting, it's still only a 50% chance that we get it due to the amount that we need to smelt to pretty much guarantee it. If you have 128 stacks, you should get at least 1. It's not technically guaranteed. You could still get unlucky, but with 64 stacks, it's only about 50%. So I guess let's just go for it. Let's just start filling this up. We'll split these up into stacks of 8 so that we can easily fill up our furnaces here. And I think that's probably all we can actually do. Do that. And let's just go for it. Let's just see how many of these we can fill up as quickly as possible. We just got to start off one at a time, filling up every single furnace here. And hopefully we don't find one that is missing any, because this is a lot of ore. Okay. And so while these are smelting, I'm going to stick around. I don't want to risk leaving because I don't know what happens if you leave the area. I don't know if it spawns on you or if it spawns on your furnace. I assume you have to be in the area. Otherwise, the furnace will stop working, but I don't know for sure. So we're just going to fill up all of these. And then we're going to hope that maybe it'll work and maybe it won't. Who knows? Oh, I messed that up. Okay, there we go. And mess that up. There we go. Okay, now let's fill up the rest. Do I have enough coal here? I might have miscalculated. Did I only have 7 stacks? I might have only had 7 stacks. I think I did. I think I did not have 8 stacks, and we need 8 stacks. Yeah, it doesn't seem like we're gonna hit it. We're gonna miss a few, but that's, you know what? That's fine. I will actually just go ahead and buy a stack off of /shop. That'll make it easy. It's expensive, but it's worth it. In the moment, we need it right now. But it looks like I think all these furnaces they're all burning, so we're good. We got them all filled up. Now we just wait. I mean, like the first one we put in, it's already down 10 iron, and we have yet to see a Meltan. I really hope one spawns. I'll be really bummed out if we get through all of this and not a single Meltan spawns. We'll have to start the process over again. But it should spawn as a Meltan, then there's a 60% chance that it turns into a Ditto once it's caught. So I'll probably just chuck a Master Ball on it. I'll get into battle. I'll throw the Master Ball. We'll catch it. We'll see what happens. And I mean, either way, if either it doesn't spawn or if we actually get a real Meltan, we're going to have to repeat this process, which is not fun. It takes a long time to collect that much ore. Oh no, guys. All our furnaces, they're slowly starting to go out one at a time with no Meltan in sight. Oh, all right. I mean, it's still possible that we could get one here. A few of these still have, 5 left, but it looks like we're going to have to empty all the ores out of these furnaces and then go and collect another entire set of 64 stacks of ore and try this again. It took about, I'd say, maybe 10 to 15 minutes to smelt it all. So not too bad in terms of that. I don't know why these furnaces, certain ones are still on. All the ores are smelted. But the collecting the ore, I mean, that's going to take another hour, maybe 2 hours, just to get enough to fill up all these furnaces again. And then even then, still not a guarantee. Still only a 50% chance if we fill up this whole wall. We're so close. Just one more. One more. Please, Meltan, please. You can do it. And it's out. It's gone. Our dreams, our hopes and dreams, they're all gone. Hey, but we do have a lot of ore. That's good. So like I said, we got a ton of ore out of this whole system. Unfortunately, not the Pokemon we were looking for. But I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to fill it all up again. I'm going to go out. I'm going to go mining. I'm going to go check our shops. I'm going to get all of these furnaces filled up for a second time. And we're going to restart the whole process. You guys won't have to sit through all that again. I'll get it all off camera. It'll be so much fun collecting 64 more stacks of ore. And then we can see if maybe one spawns this time around. I mean, it should. Probably won't. It should. We probably won't. We'll probably have to do it like 3 or 4 more times because my luck is terrible. But I'm going to go for it. I still believe that it is possible that we can get ourselves a Ditto from this setup. It's really the only way to go about it. The other ways are a lot less likely, so this is probably our best shot. So I've left, I've come back. These furnaces are still totally bugged out, not sure what's happening, but I did fill up every single one of these. I think, anyways. I might be missing some, but I think they're all filled up again, so it is time for us to round 2 with the coal. Oh, I messed that up. Oh, now it's really messed up. Oh, now everything's messed up. Okay, try again. Round 2. Hopefully we get a little bit more luck this time around. We can actually get ourselves... Well, I'm not sure what happened there. All right, that's good, I guess. That's as good as we're going to get. Let's start filling these things up again. Hopefully we get a Meltan that turns into a Ditto. If we don't, well, I don't know what I'm going to do then, because I don't know if I can handle getting another 64 stacks of ore. All right, well, I think they're all totally filled up. I'm not entirely sure why certain ones don't show the fire. It's really weird, but I don't know, guys. I feel like it should have spawned already with the amount of work that I've done, but it has not. So, I mean, you can see it's already a quarter of the way emptied out on a couple of these furnaces. No Meltan in sight. Oh my god, guys, we got a Meltan. We got a Meltan. Okay. Let me just chuck a master ball at it. Okay. Come on, go. Catch it. All right. So actually, we were almost out of all of our ores. That's insane. Okay, so we still had a few left, it looks like, but we got ourselves a Meltan. Oh no, it turned into an actual Meltan. Are you kidding me? That is not... What is that? There's a player underneath. Oh, that's down in our cave. Oh, man. All this work, and it turns into an actual Meltan. That is insane. Well, I guess backup plan, we sell the Meltan and buy ourselves a Ditto. Oh my god, guys, what? Wait, there's another one? What is this? It didn't say another one spawned in chat. What the? What the? I think it says in chat. Oh my god. Not sure where that one came from. But okay. Well, that's, I mean, it's a Ditto. Oh, hey, we got it. Honestly, though, I don't know where that second one came from. It was in the same place as the other one, but we already caught the other one. I mean, check my PC, make sure we don't have like 15 more. Just, is there any more Meltans around? You know, actually, let me check game mode 3 and look through the walls. I know this is kind of cheating, but I want to see if like if there's any more like in caves around here. Doesn't look like it. There's a Woobat. But yeah, okay, that is super weird. But I will take it. We got ourselves a Ditto as well as a Modest Nature too. That's actually pretty good nature. I'm really nervous to check the IVs on this thing. But I'm going to do it anyway. So IVs number 6. Okay. So 62%. That's not bad for random IVs. It's not great for a Ditto for breeding purposes, but it's not bad for random IVs. Now, I wanted to go ahead and ask you guys something really quick here. So for the sake of making breeding a little bit easier in these videos, do you guys think I should use all of my gems, which I haven't actually given myself the gems from the last video. That video got just over, I think, 300 likes, so gems give a spin 300. So should I use all 3,500 of my gems to boost up this Ditto's IVs in order to make him viable for breeding? I'm going to leave it up to you guys. Let me know down in the comment section below. I'll go based off of the majority vote. So either say, yes, use gems on the Ditto, or no, don't use gems on the Ditto. I don't really care either way. It'll make things a little bit easier in terms of breeding, but I'm totally fine with doing it the old school way. Speaking of which, we should have an egg in here that we can take out. Pretty bad IVs, but we'll take it out so we can start breeding some more. But we got ourselves the Ditto. That was the goal. That was our dream, and we made our dreams come true after only 128 stacks of ores. It was actually really close to the end there, and for some reason, certain ores aren't smelted. I'm not entirely sure what that's all about. And I don't think we have any more in the chest. Yeah, I took all that out. All right, well, we got ourselves a Ditto. We got ourselves a Meltan as well. So, I mean, best of both worlds there. I'm not sure what we're going to do with the Meltan. We'll have to probably evolve it into... I don't actually know what it evolves into. Metal Man. We'll have to evolve it into Metal Man. But that is going to be a little bit difficult because we just smelted all our ores. I believe in order to evolve it, you need to smelt 400 ore with the Meltan in your party, and it should evolve. But either way, you know what? I'll take the Ditto. I'll take the Meltan. I am going to go ahead and call this video here. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to go ahead and leave a like on it. The reason I'm ending it is because I spent so many hours gathering all those ores. I just ran out of time to record. I would love to do more, but I promise, guys, video tomorrow. We will start our second Pokemon for the Battle Tower team, and we'll start using this Ditto to help out in breeding. Remember, let me know down in the comment section below, should I use the gems on the Ditto? It's going to be up to you guys. I can't breed to get a better Ditto, so technically it would still go along with what I said at the beginning of the series. However, it does kind of make breeding super easy, but I don't have that much time to breed anyway. So up to you guys. Let me know, and I will go with whatever your decision is. With that being said, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.